Hey.
Hey, everybody. What's cool?
Man, look at the chat. It sounds like everyone's having a rough week.
Oh my gosh, there's so much chat going on. Hi, Mark. Hi, Keith, Carrie, and Alpha Llama Llama.
What's up? Hey, Seth.
And Kevin and
Kevin.
Seth. Yep. You already said that. It's worth saying again. And Dylan and Tugboat.
Well,
I think that's everyone right now.
we did some research about these irritating leaderboards, and it turns out you can't stop it on the
Tyler and I can't.
broadcaster side. Only only you can end it for yourself.
Only you can stop leaderboards. Yeah.
Hey, Matt, how you doing? I don't really have anything new and fancy to show off this week, other than I posted this on BlueSky, but my library got a 3D printer, and I've been going ham. So I made this, which is a very cool little pen holder for my drafting table. And the second I finished this, I was like, I know how I can make that better. And I printed the second one that holds my little Pomodoro timer and an eraser, but it clips on here. And then it also, if I can show it here, clips on to the edge, to the lip of my drafting table. So now, like, this thing doesn't go flying. My old one, which is pretty nice actually, it's made out of walnut. I made this probably like 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is really nice, but like this piece, you can see I made it about 3 times deeper to hold the pencils better. And
that was
I guess
one of
that's the big improvement. It's a little bit, the new one's a little bit wider.
That was one of your problems, is that part wasn't deep enough?
Yeah, like it was just too easy for pens to sort of flop out. And here it's a lot harder.
Oh yeah, I see what you're talking
Especially
about.
like if they leaned over it all, they would come out.
Oh, what a mess that would make.
Yeah. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this guy. He's gonna go somewhere to be useful. But that was very exciting. The other project I've been working on is I have all these IKEA Helmer drawers. They're these metal drawers. They look like this on the front. But I've been working on a tray system to go on there, or to go in there. And that's pretty exciting. So I have 3 different trays designed that I can print. And so now I can go through all my drawers and sort of decide which trays I need to put in which thing. It's ridiculous. I've been so excited about printing that, and everyone at the library is like very curious about what I'm working on, and then when I show it to them, they're just sort of like, huh, okay.
It's not as exciting to them?
It's not as exciting. They want me to print like
some art
little dragon sculptures and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, this is functional though. This is making your workspace so much better. Yes, Mark, thank you. Yes, if you want to turn off the leaderboard, you click on your icon and then go to settings, privacy, live chat, and then turn off leaderboard participation. That part's a little switch, and it turns blue. Well, mine turns blue when it's active. It's actively saying, turn off the leaderboard.
Mark is no longer on the leaderboard. He's above the fray. So I think tonight I'm going to try to finish this Swamp Thing piece. I did a little bit more after last week's live stream. I started to add in, it's still a little bit gooey, some mushrooms on here. And I think what I'm going to do is deepen the shadows around them and then add a little bit of mushrooms sort of elsewhere also. Little fungi. Because that's what Swamp Thing is. He's a fun guy. 3D print something for your hat.
A second pencil holder?
Oh. Thanks, Kevin. Keith is not seeing live chat.
So you click on your icon, you go to settings.
It might be
then
different
you go
on
to
like
privacy.
if you're on a computer versus like on an iPad or something. Like
I'll look on my phone and see if it's any different. Live chat is just a category to the right. It's not a thing that you click on. Once you click on privacy, it's to the right.
I just spent the last 10 minutes before the stream scraping off the palette and getting all this cleaned off. And man, I gotta say that one thing I really like about oil painting is just how beautiful the palettes can be. I don't know, total, just gorgeous. Actually, I'm gonna take a picture of it while it's clean because it's so pretty.
Click on my icon, I go to settings, I go to privacy. Oh, I see what you're saying. Where when I go to privacy on my phone, it's not there. So yeah, those directions work for a laptop or a computer. I will see if I can find. Oh, okay, wait. So I went to settings. I scrolled all the way down to where there is live chat. It's under the category of video and audio preferences. Click on live chat, and then you can turn off leaderboard participation. So again, that's click on your icon, go to settings, click on not privacy. You go from settings, scroll down to video and audio preferences. Live chat is a category, and then you can turn off leaderboard participation. No more kings, Tugboat. Yeah, you have to turn the option on to turn it off. I know, it's weird.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, so this is what I'm putting out. This M-gram titanium white fast dry formula. The stuff is pretty good. If you don't know, titanium white usually dries super slow. It's usually one of the slowest drying paints. So this stuff has some sort of alkyd medium added to it. Alkali refined walnut oil that helps it dry fast. So, but it doesn't dry like fast. It just dries faster than it would normally. I'm also going to use this for the first time. This I'm excited about. This is, I've been getting these CAD-free Winsor Newton yellows and reds. And the red I have is really nice. I like it a lot. It's a very good red. Doesn't have cadmium in it. Like it. And this is the same deal except in lemon yellow, which is like a nice cool yellow. I think. I actually haven't used any at all until just this second.
This is your first time using that tube?
Yep.
It looks pretty good. It's a nice bright yellow.
Yeah.
It's not neon, but bright.
So I'm going to put down I think the way I want to go with my oil painting palette is that, and this is kind of a standard thing to do, but to take your 3 primaries, yellow, red, and blue, and then do a warm and cool for each of them. So in this case, the cool yellow is this non-CAD lemon yellow. And then the warm yellow is yellow ochre. And then for the reds, my cool red isn't a super cool red, but whatever, is this cad red. And then my...
There you go, Alpha Llama Llama. There's some cadmium for you to
that's
eat.
still non-cad red.
Oh, it's non-cad red.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Alpha.
And then my warm red is this transparent red iron oxide, which is a very pretty color, by the way. As far as browns go, it's very, very pretty.
How is that?
You know, I wonder though. I wonder if this transparent red iron oxide is actually a little more cool.
Yeah.
Because it does actually feel a little bit more purpley.
Purpley. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe that's my cool red and that's my warm red. Either way, they feel like they're on different warmth spectrums. And then for my blues, I'll do this, my Prussian blue as warm, because it's a little bit more greenish. And then use this...
Yellows make them warm.
Hmm?
Yellows make things warm.
Yeah.
Make colors warm.
And then this ultramarine blue for my cool blue, because it's a lot more cool. And then black.
It's the most blue of blues.
Mm-hmm. Oh, actually, before my black, where's the green? What was I using for a green? I had like a... There it is. The Viridian was the green.
You used that last stream, didn't you?
I did. And it was... I don't remember how useful it was, though. But we'll see.
Now you're really going to get a practice at it.
Yep.
And that would be your cool green?
That's like kind of my only green right now. Okay. I guess if I was going to do a cool green and a warm green, the warm green would be this Azo green, which is a very yellowy green.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the palette for tonight.
Carrie's asking, what color would be Fremen's eyes blue?
I guess it depends. I think in Lynch's Dune it would be ultramarine, but probably with a little bit of white in there. Or it might be like a phthalo blue with some white.
So Shell showed up while you were talking about all your colors. Hi, Shell.
Hey, Shell, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
What's up? It is a lot of paint for some fungus. It's probably way more than I need, but I don't actually know what I'm going to do, so I'm just going to put out like a full palette's worth and go from there.
You have no plan.
I don't have a strong... Well, I guess my plan is to find a good shadow color and go in and render some shadows around these mushrooms so that they feel a little more intentional and a little less sort of like I took my brush and what just went...
I heard you do that. That is what you did.
The other thing I think I might do is glaze out a little bit more of this stuff so it's a little bit darker.
Oh geez, what was it called? The dark ring or like
vignette?
Vignette, thank you.
Yeah.
You talked about doing the vignette.
Me too, Keith.
What's
up,
loves when brushes have sound effects. Why is it so echoey over here?
I want you to curate a collection of hand-dyed yarn. That sounds like a lot of work. Okay.
I think I found the echoiness.
Oh!
I think my voice was bouncing off the stylophone theremin.
I wonder if the mic was picking it up.
I could hear it. I don't know.
One more
Anyone else
oil
could.
painting tip that I want to share
Okay.
is rags, especially if you use some sort of paint thinner like Turpenoid or Gamsol or something, or turpentine. Rags are a big fire hazard.
Mm-hmm.
Just leaving the rags laying around is a fire hazard. And even oil paints by themselves can be fire hazards, although it's not as risky if you don't use solvents. But the trick that I heard was you put your rags in a little doggy bag. At the end of your session, put just a little bit of water in there, just enough to sort of soak up the rags.
Okay.
And then you squeeze out as much air as you can and tie it tight. And that basically cuts off the amount of oxygen that any of the paint can have access to.
Oh.
And so it won't actually have enough to oxidize.
Is the water important for that, like, vacuuminess, or
it certainly
just
makes a big difference. When I put a little bit of water in there, all these paper towels shrink.
Yeah.
And it feels like you've gotten a lot more air out.
And the water, if it stays like while it's damp, it's not going to catch fire.
Yeah. And then I have metal garbage cans too.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that is like enough to prevent any sort of a fire, but it certainly is enough to improve the chances that there will not be a fire.
Are those doggy poop bags a good size for rags?
They're just about right for like a single paint session for me, because I only use maybe like if I use a bunch of rags, I might use like 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
And those will squish up in there pretty good.
Oh no, Tugboat has rigged our hot water heater to leak when there's a fire.
Don't need it.
Thanks, Tugboat. Hi, Michael. Yeah, oil painting night.
What's up, Michael? Let's see.
I saw some cool stuff in here. Let me see if I can find it.
So I'm going to try mixing a black with this ultramarine and the red iron oxide. I think, what does that look like? It's a little bit darker than I want. It's pretty good. Everything I do looks like a cap at some point. Man, I might have to figure out a way to move this camera a little bit, because I feel like I'm just going to be like heading shot the whole time.
Yeah. I'm glad Keith got to work on his book a little bit yesterday.
Nice. Woo! I have to like swing the camera way off to the side to sort of peek in around my head. That's a little better. It looks like at least when my head's in the frame, it won't.
Yeah, now it's your ear.
Like it won't really block what I'm doing,
Yeah,
at
it's
least.
not.
You know what I should have done that I didn't do was add some oil. Oh, you know what else I should do is just, since I'm going to be working on these fungi, I should just zoom in on them.
Carrie, Keith, and Kevin, I hope y'all get to feeling better very soon.
Yeah. And the other thing. And the other thing.
I hope Emma's feeling okay too. We're starting to feel better. Whatever it turned out to be.
We are Jesus Christ.
Oh no, what?
I just forget names so easy.
Oh.
Like the second I have to call one up.
My whole life.
Yep.
So what are you thinking about? Not necessarily the person's name, but
there's a Kickstarter that Emma and I are excited about.
Oh yes, I saw that, the dinosaur one. I'll look it up.
This is so embarrassing. Louis LaRosa.
Yes.
Yes. He has an art book coming out called Carbon-Based Life Forms that just looks incredible.
Holy mackerel, Carrie. Leo, one of the hosts of Splash Pages with Carrie, got his 3D printer going and just made a 3-foot tall, 18-pound, fully articulated Galactus.
Whoa. That's, I have a Emmy model from Harrow County that she's not posed, she's just sort of in a generic, almost a T-pose that I have 3D modeled that I feel like I should turn into something. I should get her posed and print out some Emmy model, and maybe even like make the model public so people could print her.
Yeah. Dylan, I'm glad you got your AC fixed and that it was financially manageable.
Yeah, that can be rough. Oh, that's already like making a big difference.
Shell's drawing a landscape during the stream. That sounds fun. Especially with Shell drawn it. Shell's landscapes are beautiful.
Very, very good.
I love the crystal landscapes.
Yeah. I don't know if Bess is still here in the chat. Bess was telling me I needed to do ferns in this swamp thing, and I wanted to show off that I had.
That's the whole reason for tonight's live stream.
Yeah, to impress Bess with my ferns.
Shell, which site is the best place for people to look at your stuff? If you have such a thing you would like to direct people to. Oh, Shell, you're relearning how to use oil paints, and Shell's relearning how to use pastels. Soft pastels. But your streams have recently made them feel the call to oils.
Nice.
Damn it.
It's a fascinating medium. It really feels like the medium that like could do anything that you want it to. Or if it can't do anything, I mean, because it can't, I guess it can't really do like watercolor effects, like at least not as well as watercolor can. But it can do just about anything that acrylics can do and better. And it can do, I don't know, it's just so versatile. It really feels like there's so many ways you could use oil painting.
Shell says those fungus are delightful.
Thank you. I need to come back and give them a little bit more highlight in some areas. But we'll do that in just a second.
One thing at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, your head's still getting in the way, honey.
One thing though is I definitely need to take some time to switch up the light bar on my desk up here so it will not put so much glare right on the middle of the painting for me.
You're thinking of moving it back or forward or?
I've been thinking about it. I think definitely moving it back. I'll probably, because right now it's about a foot down from the top edge of my drafting table, and I think if I put it all the way up at the edge, that's probably enough.
Okay.
But then I've also been thinking like, oh, I have access to a 3D printer now. Is there something I can mechanism I can do to make it like more angleable or whatever? Like, I don't know. So I'm just giving it some thought right now, trying to figure out the best way to approach it.
Shell's been taking pictures of mushrooms out that they find outside.
Hmm.
Yeah.
This, I kind of wanted to do. Do you remember that log we found out at the coast that was covered in those reddish black mushrooms?
Yes, the
The
entire
entire thing. It's kind of what I wanted to do here, but it's not. I don't know.
If you
It's not
cover
quite.
this entire thing with mushrooms, it's not going to look like a tree anymore.
Yeah.
Like that was entirely mushroom.
That's so nasty. Like usually I like mushrooms, but that really was like the mushrooms seemed
Excessive.
so slimy and they're just glistening.
Carrie's had nightmares about fungi and yeast, and a recent book, a really good book, made her shudder from fungi. It does have body horror potential, especially in there's been a couple of zombie movies, or
Last of Us.
Last of Us, and then the girl
Girl
with all the gifts.
Yeah.
The book, The Girl with All the Gifts, is really good too.
I thought the movie was good too.
Yeah, the movie was good. And then ants that get that fungi, that parasitic fungi. Oof. Oof.
Oh my god.
Yikes. Yeah. That's a terrifying dream, Carrie. Anyone seen some mold? That reminds me of the Harrow County, the Tales of Harrow County.
Oh, about the mold in the house?
Yeah, yeah. And
that was absolutely like my own personal anxiety about house mold.
Yeah. And home ownership.
Yep.
Oh, anyone seen slime mold? Yeah, that's disgusting.
Man. Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
All right, I'm ready. What do you got?
Just, I guess, got this little bit of fungus that I took a picture of out in the yard today.
In our yard?
Yep. I was just shocked at how like bright yellow it is.
Yeah.
All those wood chips, like fungus, love them.
Slime mold is weird, Mark says, because it looks like a pile of scrambled eggs, but it moves around.
Yeah.
Wow. The highlights on the mushrooms is really popping now.
Yeah, it's making it work a little better. There's some of these that I'm going to have to blend a little bit to get them to work a little better or something. I don't know.
So Tyler and I have about 2 weeks to get ready to go to Boise. No pressure at all.
It is the first convention that we're traveling for since COVID started, though.
Yeah. We're driving our EV, our Chevy Bolt.
Also, the first time we've gone on a long trip in the EV.
We are going to BCAF, Kevin. Boise Comic Arts Fest.
It is put on by the Boise Public Library.
Yeah.
Shout out.
It's going to be the 30th and 31st. Let me just confirm those dates. I believe that's correct, though.
Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday.
And it looks like I'm going to be doing some panels, but I have not gotten a final schedule for those.
I'm going to do a panel. Well, at least I'm discussing with someone about doing a panel, and it's looking like I might run one adventure.
Like a D&D adventure.
Yes, thank you, honey. The implied D&D.
Do you know what you're going to do for D&D?
Yeah, I think I'm going to run a 1-hour adventure.
Probably 5e.
Definitely 5e. The one I'm looking at, my favorite 1-hour adventure is from the Icewind Dale. Oh my gosh, it's tip of my maiden. What the heck? Icewind Dale. It's from a book. Starts with Icewind Dale, colon.
Oh my God, you've gotten...
Rime of the Frost Maiden. Holy mackerel.
You've gotten Tyler's forgetful disease.
I've had this. So yeah, it's going to be 5th edition. I'm going to run it Adventures League, and I'll have some pre-generated characters for anyone. It's a first level, a level 1 adventure, and it's so much fun. And it's so much fun. It inspired me to draw these wintry animal characters, and it's just action packed. If it's not like hanging out and talking to cute talking animals, it's action packed doing stuff for an hour. So that's the one I think I'm going to do. An hour is tight. The adventure is specifically written to be 1-hour chunks, and it was well written for that time. The last several times I played it. And I'm hoping that having pre-generated characters will help with that as well. My time slot I've asked for is 2 hours, but I'm getting ahead of myself. None of this is set in stone. Ideal party size for me is well, I know some players prefer like 3 3 players in the party. I can do like 6 or 7, but yeah, for an hour, 3 would probably be 3, 4, 5 would probably be really good. Carrie will pay me to add her NPC Pseudo Dragon to some campaign as an NPC. That sounds fun.
Time to cash in.
Yeah, the more players you have, especially for a 1-hour adventure, the more players you have, the less of a spotlight, the briefer of the spotlight each player gets.
Yeah, trying to do a 1-hour adventure with like 8 people would be impossible.
8 people is way too many for like. I have done 8 people before, but yeah, that's a lot of people for one adventure, one session. But I'm excited to get the cute little drawings of the animals out and use them again. Mark did a 12-person session once. Oof, Mark. Did your brain hurt? Oh, you were one of 2 DMs? That would be handy in that case.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So that you had 2 people like that can split the load, however you would do that.
Yeah, how do you do that?
I think I would, if I had that, I would have one DM focusing on the narration of the adventure, and then the other one helping gather, the other DM helping gather information like all the initiative counts.
So like one is a story person and the other is a mechanics person?
Yeah. They would get the map ready and put out all the
and keep track of everybody's roles and
yeah. Yep. Exactly. Yeah, I will be creating some pre-made characters for it.
Are your animals online somewhere?
Not anymore, because I was selling them as t-shirts, but I don't do TeePublic anymore. Let me see if they're on my website. Nope, none of them. So Mark said when he was one of 2 DMs, they were running a heist, and one DM was doing the upstairs crew, and he was handling the downstairs crew. We had 2 tables with the DM sitting back to back.
Interesting. Okay.
That sounds like in Adventures League, the D&D's organized play system or program. we run epic adventures where it's one adventure, but the adventures have like the tier 1 characters, player characters are on this mission, and the tier 2 characters are on this mission, and the tier 3 characters are doing this all at the same time. And I've been to like events where like 100 tables are playing the same adventure like that with 100 DMs.
Well, that certainly looks more like mushrooms than it did when we started.
It looks like they're not a part of the tree anymore.
Yeah. And I like these little guys that are more in the shadow. That's pretty fun. So fun.
Keith, it can be hard to find people to play. I, as a Adventures League, D&D Adventures League community manager, I am on the official D&D Discord, and there are channels there where people can say, I'm looking for a group, or DMs and event organizers can say, we have this table that has some space, or we're running an event. And that can be a good place to find games. Carrie likes 3.5.
Oh. We started with 5.
You and I did, yeah. Well, I mean, I started with the 90s version. I don't remember what that one is. That might have been 2. But I was only making characters. I never got to actually play or run a game. I didn't get to play until 5e. But I'm kind of glad. For me and my brain, the older versions have way more math than works for my head. Oh, yay, Mark. Mark has some friends in another state, and he's a guest at their game. Gets to do fun stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, the solo RPGs are a lot of fun, Dylan. And I do like the journaling ones. Let's see, I'm trying to think of solo RPGs. Last time Alpha played D&D was 1987. That's amazing.
Could have played with the Stranger Things kids.
I had to think about that really hard. Like, far too hard. That should have come to me quicker. There's a lot of solo RPGs on itch.io. I also, Dylan, had idea for making a solo RPG, and I made one of several books for it, and I haven't gotten back to it, and I really need to. I guess I bit off way more than I could chew for the time period. The camera keeps focusing on your head.
Is it?
That's what Tugboat says. I was looking up
I think my
stuff.
head's just getting in the way because I think I should have the focus locked. But I'm sure my head's getting in the way.
I don't know if it's locked. It did seem like it was blurring.
No, it's not like...
Okay.
Because it would focus on my hand or whatever.
Mark said, wait, is Alpha one of the Stranger Things kids?
All grown up now.
And Keith told on you. He said, Tyler's hand is in the way. Shell, that sounds amazing. Okay, Shell says that their friend was telling them about a solo RPG that they read. You read the RPG and memorize it, and then you play the RPG in your mind while you're having an MRI. That's amazing. No, that's a really good idea. You haven't had an MRI yet.
I'm just thinking that's a very expensive way to play a solo D&D game.
It's very expensive. Harry says there's an app or something called Quest that you can use to make text-based choose-your-own adventures. It tracks if then, or, an inventory, etc. Oh, Shell, that's a good game to play. Shell's MRI survival strategy is to listen to the machine and picture which Muppet could possibly make the noises that the MRI machine is making.
It's like always animal.
It's always animal. You got me. Yeah, Mark. I have some claustrophobia too, and in MRI, it was. I did have to be mindful and do lots of self-care techniques to make it through, but I did make it through. Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
Jamie says there might be another app or software that can do a similar thing with making a choose your own adventure.
Yeah, they're like text-based games called Twine.
Yeah, Twine.
I think that's right. I think Jamie is correct. I think I looked into those long time ago. Let's see if I wanted to do it. Back when I was like doing some research into like RPG Maker and stuff, like some video games. Some like video game maker things. I was kind of very curious early on in the Harrow County process of like if I could make a Harrow County game.
Yeah.
And I couldn't.
You didn't have
I
time.
don't have the bandwidth to figure it out. I think that like we're living in an era where it would actually be possible, but I just didn't have the bandwidth to learn about it and figure it out.
Maybe the picture maybe your camera's not very focused.
It's possible. Let's see.
It does look blurry still.
So probably a little bit sharper.
Yes. That did it. Harrow County LARP. Keith calls the Skinless Boy. You're gonna lumber about and climb up trees. Oh man. That's my alarm to stop working. I have been working too late, and then it was too hard to come to a stopping point when it was bedtime. So I had to set an alarm for myself to get into the habit of at 8 o'clock. At 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock is my mental time when it's time to wrap up what I'm working on. 8 o'clock is my hard cutoff, so I set an alarm. Keith likes that reddy black. That was the oxide one?
Yeah, the red iron oxide.
Red iron oxide. Oh my gosh, Mark, that's genius. In a Harrow County LARP, there would be someone would have the bag that has the skin in it, and it would have a walkie-talkie inside the bag.
Yep.
And whoever is the Skinless Boy would be the one that is operating the walkie-talkie.
That's exactly how it would work.
Dylan, that sounds excellent. Some type of video game or other game with cozy witches in it. Sounds very nice. And were you also the one that said something about a frog wizard? Yep. A game idea with a frog wizard. Both of those are excellent. Could be the same adventure. A frog wizard and a cozy witch. Keith, you've got it. You've got the Skinless Boy role in the LARP. Keith's over here freaking out, want to make sure no one's going to take that role. You gotta fight for that role, though. I think someone being the Skinless Boy with a walkie-talkie would be one of the prize roles. I love the idea of carrying around a bag with a walkie-talkie in it.
And you could do that right now.
That's the next product, Harrow County product that needs to be made is a bag.
A walkie-talkie set?
A bag like... with a walkie-talkie in it. And it's got the skin inside.
I think we should do a walkie-talkie set where one receiver is the skin, and the other one is like a plush
Oh,
Skinless Boy that you
yes.
talk into his belly or something. I don't
Yeah.
know. That might be gross.
Talking in his belly, yes. Maybe his face or something. His ear.
His ear?
Yeah. Yeah, in his ear. That
Yeah,
would be
that's good.
sweet. Tyler loves Witch Hat Atelier.
In fact, I have a couple volumes sitting on my to-read pile that I was thinking I might get started on this weekend.
Mark is saying that's his current witch obsession. He can't get enough of it.
It's really good. I probably said this before, but like I usually really don't like stories where the magic is like this super specific and well-defined thing. I almost always want my magic to be a little bit like loosey-goosey.
Mysterious. Unexplained.
Yeah, because it gets really boring for me when it's like every scene pivots on like the rules of the world instead of like the story or whatever. But Witch Hat Atelier totally like breaks the mold for me. It's so fun. The rules of their magic.
Carrie says, "Take my money," about the Skinless Boy walkie-talkie set. Mark says that when you talk into the Skinless Boy's ear, then his eyes light up white. His eyes glow.
Makes sense.
Yep. It's genius.
And that's going to add a fortune to our manufacturing costs, but okay. I wasn't going to do it, but
what?
Put out some Azo green.
Is that the neon green?
No, this is mentioned that it was a warm green. It's a very yellowy kind of green.
So what are you doing?
I was banging it, and you can really see that the banging didn't do anything. Oh, you can't see because it's not on camera.
Can't. Yeah.
Oh, come on. The Azo green is like not very well blended inside this tube for some reason. So
Weird.
It drips, like the linseed oil has separated a little bit.
I see it.
And it drips. And I have tried a couple times to like stir it up inside the thing, inside the tube, but it hasn't really made a difference.
I think that's my favorite green ever.
It's a beautiful, beautiful green.
It looks like it would do well in my office.
Yeah. It's very like avocado green.
Yeah. Jamie says, "Tyler, I love the flash photography torch lighting effect in this so much."
Oh, thank you. I love that too. That was exactly what I was going for.
I would like you to repeat who it is that you mentioned last week as an inspiration.
Phil Hale. Phil Hale. He has done in the, I don't know if it was the 90s or the early 2000s, but he did a series of like DC covers. He also did some illustrations for one of the Dark Tower, Stephen King books.
Oh, the Stephen King books, yeah.
And I think nowadays he mostly does like gallery stuff. But he's a really incredible painter. He has like a real like single point lighting thing that he does that on like everything that I think is very, very exciting.
Hi, Unhinged. Yeah, I like avocado too. I like avocado and orange. My office is avocado, orange, and pale yellow that I got inspired from a 1960s office color scheme.
What do I think? Yeah, that little bit of a scrumble down here is actually helping with like...
Those are scrumbles, what you're doing just now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where you kind of put the paint on a little bit dry.
Oh, okay.
And just wiggle your brush around.
It's giving him texture.
Yeah.
He's not quite... It does, though, look like he's getting stabbed in the throat now.
Oh, by that stick, huh?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, yeah, because the shadow's not like it looks like it's reacting to...
Yeah.
Yeah, oh. I think what I need to do is probably...
Better, not quite there, though.
Yeah, not quite. Okay, I'll come back to it in a minute, though.
So Alien Earth is on Disney Plus.
I've heard mixed things about it.
Oh, yeah?
Some people seem to really like it. Other people are like, saying it's terrible.
Is it an Alien franchise?
Yes.
TV show?
Yeah, where aliens come to Earth.
Oh, geez.
It's make believe though. No.
Yeah, I was just thinking about how having them come to Earth might take away some of the scariness.
Yeah,
Just
that was
just knowing they're always out there in space and like on their way is way more.
There was a
suspenseful
Aliens comic in the 90s where they came to Earth that was sort of like not good. I think it was John Byrne wrote it.
Oh, Unhinged just talked about that.
Oh.
It happened in the comics. Alien Earth War. That was the name of the comic. Jill says, yeah, it feels like people are either super into it or super skeptical. But that's how everybody is about all of the Alien sequels. Good point. Yep. But the Unhinged says, but the series is not based on the comic.
Yeah.
Just coincidence, or maybe not a coincidence, but they decided to give it a different shot, different angle, different story.
Oh man, I'm making that neck piece look awful. I wonder if I should just like shorten that stick.
Yeah,
I think that's probably the way to go.
Because he already does have some sticks like over him and some good shadows.
Yeah, it's not like adding anything really.
No.
Like I think the reason I added that was just because I wanted something. I'm gonna take out the whole dang stick.
Oh, take out the whole dang stick.
Yeah. Goodbye, stick.
Yeah.
Don't need you.
Carrie says he still looks like he's being poked in the throat. Oh, wow. That's already erasing it completely. You can't do that with watercolor.
No.
Bye, Stick, says Unhinged. Nice knowing you, Stick.
We barely knew you, Stick.
Wow, it's just that tiny little bit. Can you see it more from
the little dot?
In real life? Can you see the stick? Or did the black cover it up entirely?
The stick is pretty well just like obliterated.
Wow. I'm astounded.
Okay.
Alpha Llama Llama says he has a pimple. He needs to pop it now.
He does.
Tugboat said that it looked like a witch's claw grabbing his neck. The pimple. It's gone. Put the what was the stuff? Noxzema when we were kids. He put some Noxzema on his neck. Can you hear the kids? Can y'all hear the kids laughing uproariously at the park near us? Just us. They are having a blast.
When we lived in San Diego, we lived across the street from an elementary school, and it was like it was incredible how like recess was just like an infinite scream.
And it wasn't like a fun scream. It was constantly a, like when we first moved in, we got desensitized to it pretty quickly, but when we first moved in, there were so many times where we thought a kid was actually hurt.
Yeah.
Skinless kids screaming.
Ugh. Now this throat needs a little more like...
Now you have to rethink the whole throat part.
It's like a little bit...
There's some reference you need to look at?
I don't know, because his neck is like so jacked up because he's got those nose things that go all the way down to his chest.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, okay, maybe this nose thing needs to be more shaped like this. Ugh. I opened up a whole can of worms.
Oh, sorry, honey.
It had to be done.
Yeah. If he had a hickey, what color would it be?
Everything's always green. Well, it might be kind of brown.
Yeah. Like when you bruise a leaf. It would be translucent at first. And then turn a really banana peel brown. Bruised banana peel brown. Or a bruised green apple brown. Oh my goodness. Mark was listening to one of his new soundtrack albums that he got. And there was a track later in the album that had laughing children in it. And he said, if you live alone and you wake up to the sound of laughing children. It is so damn creepy. That's already better, honey. That's an improvement.
Yeah. Still not figured out all the way.
What if he goes red like a blueberry bush leaf when it gets bruised? Maybe.
I don't know enough about blueberry bush leaves.
We have a blueberry bush out in the back. We have 2 blueberry bushes out in the back.
Should go bruise a leaf. I feel like I've made this neck too bright, and I need to sort of push the whole thing back a little bit.
You can give him a skinnier neck?
I think so. Like, I think this should be like mostly in shadow now. Ugh, man, I'm digging myself deeper. I might have to actually let this dry a little bit before I figure it out.
I think I need to look at reference. Because he has a really thick neck.
Yeah.
But how would it look in this situation is a big question mark for me now. It made sense before. If Shell so much as offended the blueberry bush and their old yard, the blueberry bush, the whole thing would just turn bright red in vengeance. Shell says the painting is looking gorgeous. But
Thank you.
they also agree with you that there's some value somewhere that just needs a tiny punch up.
Yeah. Yeah, it might be time for me to just sort of take a break because I'm now just like adding paint and it's not like improving anything. But I like the stuff I did to his face. I like the stuff I did to his chest. I like the general vignette I've added.
The mushrooms.
The mushrooms are looking fine. I thought I would finish it tonight, but that like 11th hour neck change fucked me up. Yeah, I think I gotta let it rest for a little bit and come back.
Let it dry. That's it.
Yeah, and come back with it with fresh eyes, I think.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Although, you know what I am going to do is I am going to go with a slightly bigger brush and just sort of like do that.
Carrie, you know who would know the name of the plant that you can take the skin off and then blow it up and make them into little frogs? Swamp Thing would know.
But would he tell you?
Would he have his own name? Would he know what the plant calls itself?
Yes, he would.
How much? Dylan says he's looking swole. How much does he bench? A potting bench. Mar says, you're at the stage where that last 10% takes way longer than you expect.
Oh, man. That's like, it's a universal thing, man. The last 10% always takes like half the time on a painting. All right. All right. All right. All right.
All right.
All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right.
I think you got the neck.
I don't think it's quite there because now, like, the way these are coming down feels like awful to me.
Okay. All right.
All right. It's your funeral.
It's your painting. Look at you. You can't stop. You need an alarm that says it's time to stop working. Does anybody have anything that they need to talk about? Is there any Splash Pages news that we need to share? Is Mark going to be on any more podcasts? Yes. Jamie, I totally, with all the all right, I was totally thinking Outcast. It's echoing in my head.
I did it.
Keith's driving down to Mexico tomorrow. That sounds fun.
Man, I haven't been. We used to go to Mexico pretty regularly,
Yeah.
and then September 11th happened, and like crossing the border turned into a nightmare.
Is that what happened?
Yeah. It used to be you could just like you could cross the border in 5 minutes.
Oh, that's true. That is what happened.
And then it turned into a couple hours to get back in.
Yeah. Marx has an announcement. Y'all should read this book called Out of Alcatraz.
You should. You should go to your local comic shop and ask the proprietor to provide you with Out of Alcatraz 1 through 5.
Yes, because they are all available for purchase, and the compilation is available for pre-orders even.
The trade paperback.
The trade paperback. Thank you. Oh, it's a hardcover.
Yeah. Yeah, we're doing hardcover.
So it's not a trade paperback.
You are right. It is not a trade.
It's a hardcover collection.
It's fun that they're doing the hardcover first. I think that that's the way that
it should be.
It should be, yeah. Oh my God. Stop.
Dylan bought The Old Man in the Sea and The Log from the Sea of Crotez.
That I was originally going to, that's how I was going to do Lonesome Hunters, was title it after, similar to The Old Man in the Sea.
Oh.
It was going to be like, the first issue was going to be The Old Man and the Magpie, the first trade was going to be The Old Man and the Magpie, the second trade was going to be The Old Man and the Wolf, etc.
But then it didn't end up just being about an old man.
Yep, it didn't feel right, because Lupe was too important.
Being forgotten in the title.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to do a little
more. Oh my gosh, Carrie. Carrie's going to mail us like 40 pounds of comics to sign someday. It sounds like one of them's going to be, maybe, I'm imagining is going to be that ginormous Harrow County fancy thing that you showed off weeks ago, and I have still, it's so heavy, I have still left it here sitting on your office floor and not taken it back to my office. Lupe Lupe is an amazing character. And her being the narrator, she's the main character then.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, everybody. Calling it quits. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thanks for hanging out with me.
Have a lovely weekend.
Yeah, next week I should do something. Maybe I'll do another like layouts
Oh, it's been a
thing.
while.
Those are fun. And it's been a long
Yeah.
time since I've done one. Those are good. But no guarantees. I don't know what I'm going to do. If there's one thing about this live stream, it's that it is low effort.
Yeah. It needs to be for it to remain a cool down.
Yep.
You cannot be stressing out over what you're going to do.
All right, everybody. Tell the people you love how much you love them, and I love all y'all. I really appreciate you hanging out with us every Friday night.
Stay cool, all you yard dinos.
Yeah. All right, bye.
Bye.